Look, I know how it feels. You wake up, you check your bank account, you check your brokerage app, and you see that red number staring back at you. You feel like you are working twice as hard just to stand in the same place. I get it. I have been there watching my hard-earned savings evaporate because I thought I was smart enough to time the market or pick that one penny stock that would change my life. Oh shit, I was wrong. I lost money, I lost sleep, and honestly, I nearly lost my mind. The hard truth is that the system is not designed to make you rich. It is designed to keep you comfortable enough to keep showing up to your 9 to 5 while your actual purchasing power gets eaten alive by inflation. If you are just leaving your cash in a savings account, you are effectively paying a tax to the banking system every single year. Stop doing that. Here's the deal. Building wealth is not about being a genius, it is about being boring. Yes, boring. When I started, I was obsessed with charts, technical indicators, and trying to predict the next big move. It was a complete waste of time. Real wealth is built by owning pieces of the greatest companies on the planet and sitting on your hands while they do the heavy lifting. My portfolio today is built on a very simple logic: 70% in VOU, which is just the SP 500, 20% in SHE for that sweet dividend growth, and 10% in VUG for a little bit of growth exposure. That is it. I do not check it every day. I do not panic when the news cycle turns into a disaster movie, and I definitely do not sell when things get volatile. Think of it like planting a tree. You do not dig it up every week to see if the roots are growing. You water it, you give it sun, and you let time do the work. The biggest mistake you are making is thinking you have time to figure it out later. You do not. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, but it only works if you start before you feel ready. I remember the first time I hit $10,000, it felt like an eternity. Then $50,000, then $100,000, and once you cross that threshold to $120,000, the game completely shifts because your money starts making more money than you make at your job. That is the moment you stop being a slave to your paycheck and start being an architect of your own time. Do not get caught up in the hype of crypto or memes or whatever the influencers are pumping this week. Most of those people are selling you a dream while they build their own wealth off your fees. Stick to the basics, live below your means, and invest the difference consistently, even when it feels like nothing is happening, especially when it feels like nothing is happening. The market is not a casino. It is a wealth transfer machine that moves money from the impatient to the patient. Be the patient one. Even if you only have $50 a month to start, do it. The habit is more important than the amount. You have to discipline your mind to ignore the noise. Every time you see a headline saying the world is ending, that is the market telling you to buy at a discount. Stay the course, stay calm, and stop trying to beat the game. The game is rigged, but you can win if you stop playing by the rules of the losers and start playing by the rules of the owners. Grab your coffee, look at your budget, cut out the useless expenses that bring you no value, and put that cash into assets. Not liabilities, assets. You are the only person responsible for your future. Not your employer, not the government, and certainly not the market. Take control, stay consistent, and I promise you, in 5 or 10 years, you will be looking back at this exact moment and thanking yourself for finally waking up. Most of the people watching this are stuck in a cycle of fear. They see a 5% drop in the market, and they think they need to run. They think they need to hide their money under the mattress. That is exactly what the big players want you to do. They want you to sell at the bottom so they can scoop up the shares you work so hard for. I used to fall for that trap every single time. I would see the red, I would panic, I would sell, and then I would watch in horror as the market recovered 3 months later without me. Never again. You have to develop a skin made of armor. When the market is down, it is like a clearance sale at your favorite store. Everything is marked down, and you should be excited to buy more, not scared to buy less. Let us break down the math, because numbers do not lie. Even if you are just starting with small amounts, the power of time is on your side. If you start today and you stay disciplined, the math is inevitable. I am not asking you to trust me. I am asking you to trust the process that has created more millionaires than any other system in human history. The index funds I mentioned, VU, South Carolina HD. VUG, these are not magic beans. They are ownership in the companies that move the world. When you buy these, you own a piece of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and hundreds of other companies that make money while you sleep. If you are still working a 9 to 5 and you do not have investments, you are literally paying for the lifestyles of people who do. Do you want to keep paying for someone else to live the dream? Or do you want to start building your own? It starts with $1, one consistent investment, and one moment where you decide that your financial future is no longer up for negotiation. I spent years making excuses. I told myself that I would start when I made more money, or when the market was less volatile, or when I felt like I had enough extra cash. That day never comes. The only day that matters is today. If you are waiting for a perfect moment, you will be waiting until you are 65 and broke. Looking back at a lifetime of missed opportunities, I am tired of seeing people my age struggle. I am tired of seeing smart, capable people get ground down by a system that thrives on their ignorance. We are the generation that can change the script. We have access to the same tools as the biggest institutions. The only difference is the mindset. They have teams of analysts, we have our own brain, and honestly, our brain is more than enough if we use it correctly. Stop looking for shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to real wealth. There are only paths, and some paths are steeper than others. The path of index fund investing is not steep. It is just long. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Most people quit the marathon at the 2 kilometer mark because they did not see an immediate reward. But the reward is not at the 2 kilometer mark. It is at the finish line. And the finish line is freedom. The ability to say no to a boss you hate. The ability to take a trip when you want. And the ability to sleep at night knowing your future is secured. I want you to look at your recurring expenses. Those subscriptions you do not use, that expensive coffee you buy every single day. That subscription to a gym you go to once a month, cut it all ruthlessly. Every single cent you save is a seed that you can plant in the market. It sounds extreme, but wealth is a game of extremes. You have to be willing to do what others will not so that you can have what others do not. I remember living on rice and beans for a few months when I was first starting to invest aggressively. My friends thought I was crazy. They wanted to go out to clubs. They wanted to buy new cars. Let them have their fun now, and you can have your freedom later. The sacrifice you make today is the foundation of the life you will lead in the future. Do not be afraid of being the weird one who talks about investing instead of the latest celebrity drama. Stay in your lane, keep your head down, and focus on your number. When I reached $120,000, the psychological shift was incredible. I realized that I no longer needed to chase money. The money was chasing itself. That is the goal, that is the destination, and you are going to get there if you do not stop. Life is going to throw curveballs at you. You might lose your job, you might have a health issue, the world might feel like it is falling apart. But if you have your investments, if you have your system, you are going to be okay, because your wealth is not just in your bank account. It is in your resilience. I am going to say this one more time because it is important. Stop playing the lottery, stop trying to pick winners, and start owning the winners. The SP 500 has survived wars, pandemics, recessions, and crashes, and it has come back stronger every single time. It will do it again. It will survive whatever comes next. And you will survive with it if you hold. Do not let your emotions dictate your financial destiny. Your emotions are your worst enemy in the market. When you are afraid, the market is usually at its best value. When you are greedy, the market is usually at its most dangerous peak. Do the opposite of what your gut tells you, and you will win. This journey is hard, but it is worth it. Every single bit of it. I am just a guy who started with nothing, worked hard, made a million mistakes, and finally learned how to build something real. If I can do it, you can do it. But you have to decide that you are done with the status quo, you have to decide that you are done with the excuses, and you are ready to take responsibility for your own life. It is time to wake up, it is time to build, and it is time to win. I am here for it. Are you? Consistency is the magic word. It is the invisible force that turns small amounts into life-changing wealth. When you wake up in the morning and look at your portfolio, remember that you are building something that is going to be there for you when you are old, when you are tired, and when you can no longer work. That is a powerful thing. That is true security, not the illusion of a steady paycheck. Paychecks are fragile. You can be replaced in a day, but your assets, your investments, those belong to you forever. They are your silent workers. They never take a vacation. They never complain, and they never ask for a raise. They just keep grinding, keep compounding, and keep building. When you have this mindset, everything changes. You stop looking at the world as a place where you have to fight for crumbs, and you start looking at it as a place where you can own a slice of the pie. This is not about being a billionaire. This is about being free. I do not care if you want to buy a yacht or if you just want to live comfortably in a cabin in the woods. The path is the same: discipline, patience, and time. If you have $1,000 to invest, do it. If you have 100, do it. If you only have 10, do it. The amount does not matter. The act of doing it is what defines your character. Most people never invest a single dollar. They die with their savings in a bank account losing value every year to inflation. They work their whole lives for money, and their money never works for them. Do not be that person. Do not let your life be defined by a fear of the market. You are smarter than that. You are capable of more than that. In 5 years, you will be a different person if you commit to this path today. You will be calmer, you will be more confident, and you will be wealthier. The world is noisy. There are thousands of voices telling you what to do, what to buy, and what to think. Shut them out, listen to the math, listen to the logic, and keep your focus on your long-term goals. When I think back to when I was at zero, I remember the feeling of hopelessness. I remember thinking that the system was too big to beat. But the system is not something you beat. It is something you participate in. You just have to participate in it. On your own terms, you do not have to be a Wall Street hotshot to make money in the market. You just have to be consistent. Buy the dip, hold through the storm, and wait for the sun to come out. It always comes out. That is the history of the world. That is the nature of the economy. Stay the course, keep reading, keep learning, and keep building your future. You are in the driver's seat now, so drive carefully and keep your eyes on the road. The road to $120,000 and beyond is clear. You just have to have the guts to travel it. Do not let anyone tell you that you are dreaming too big or that you should be happy with what you have. You should be happy with what you have. But you should also be hungry for more. That is the balance of a successful life. Gratitude for the present and ambition for the future. That is the secret sauce. I am grateful that I am able to share this with you, and I am ambitious for the impact this can have on your life. If you find this useful, keep following, keep asking questions, and keep building. The journey is long. But it is better to walk it together than to walk it alone. We are in this together, so keep pushing, keep staying disciplined, and keep investing in your future. You are the architect, the building starts now. And the final result will be worth every bit of struggle along the way. The market is open every single day. It is waiting for you to take your place, so stop hesitating and start acting. Every day you wait is a day of compound interest that you are losing, and that is a loss. You can never recover. Start today, start small, but just start. That is all that matters. Life is meant to be lived with purpose, and financial freedom is one of the greatest purposes you can pursue. It gives you the freedom to choose your work, your hobbies, and your life. Do not trade your time for money for the rest of your life. Trade your money for time so you can buy back your freedom. That is the ultimate goal. That is the end game. And that is why I wake up every day and stay focused. Keep your coffee hot, your head cool, and your portfolio growing. I will be right here with you on this journey every step of the way until we both hit our financial goals. And beyond, this is only the beginning. And I am looking forward to seeing how much you can achieve if you just stay the course. Believe in yourself, trust the process, and never let anyone distract you from your path. Your future self is going to thank you for the discipline you showed today. Stay strong, stay focused, and I will see you in the next one. Do not take my advice as gospel. Take it as a starting point. Do your own research. And make your own decisions based on your own risk tolerance. But whatever you do, do not just sit on the sidelines. Get in the game, learn, and grow. There is no better time than now to start your journey. The market is ready, the opportunity is there, and you are capable of achieving greatness if you just refuse to give up. The path to wealth is not paved with gold, it is paved with small, consistent, and disciplined steps that you take every single day. Stay the course even when things look dark, and you will eventually find your way to the light of financial freedom. The journey is yours to define, and I hope you define it with courage, consistency, and a vision for a future that is truly your own. Keep going, keep building, and never look back at the years you spent doubting yourself. Instead, look forward to the years you will spend building your empire. You have the potential, you have the opportunity, and now you have the strategy. Go out there and make it happen. Your future self is waiting for you to make the right move today. Everything we talked about is just the tip of the iceberg, but it is the part that matters the most, the part that lays the foundation. Build that foundation, make it strong, and watch as your wealth grows year after year. It is not about luck, it is not about timing, it is about staying the course no matter what the market is doing. Stick to your plan, trust your strategy, and you will be amazed at what you can accomplish in just a few years. The numbers are on your side, time is on your side, and your commitment is all you need. Keep pushing, stay the course, and let the magic of compounding do its work. I believe in you, now go believe in yourself. Life is waiting for you to take control, and I am honored to be a part of your journey. Let us make it a great one. Stay consistent, stay focused, and always remember why you started this journey in the first place. For freedom, for security, and for the life you deserve. There is nothing more satisfying than watching your net worth grow because of your own hard work and discipline. Enjoy the process, appreciate the growth, and keep your eyes on the horizon. You are doing something incredible for your future, and I am proud of you for taking these first steps towards true financial independence. Keep going. We have a long way to go, but the road is clear and the destination is worth it. Every dollar is a soldier, and your job is to lead them to victory, so lead them well. Lead them wisely and lead them to growth. I will see you soon. And until then, keep building, keep staying disciplined, and keep striving for that freedom you deserve. We are just getting started, and I cannot wait to see where we end up. Stay steady, keep your eyes on the prize, and never let anything stop you from achieving your goals. Your future is bright, and it is entirely in your hands. So make it a future that you are proud of. Everything you need is already within you. You just have to unlock it. And the best way to do that is to start. Now keep your head up, your spirit high, and your focus sharp. And there is no limit to what you can achieve. The game is yours to play, and you are already winning just by deciding to start. So keep playing, keep growing, and keep building that life you dream of. I will catch you on the next one. Stay the course, and never forget that you have the power to change your life starting right now.